Welcome to Your Music Live, brought to you by our friends at DistroKid. Let's do it.
When you say that we'd be together to the end, I remember every word because you spoke it so abruptly. But the time has changed, and now we find our plans are all the same. So we lose, and there's no way back from me to you. Can't let you go. Time is ending and now it's over. Can't replace this hole, turning in my heart and soul.
How will it end? Well, guess what? Yes, never let it be said that I'm not a tease. That was, of course, the band Rude, starting us off here with their brand new song called Time Is Over. Epic song, epic video, just has it all going on there. And yeah, I wish I could play the whole thing, but we got so many songs to get through here today. Welcome to Your Music Live, brought to you by our friends at DistroKid. If you want to release your music online to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the rest of the places for less than $20 per year, DistroKid allows you to do exactly that. If it's your first time here, what we do on this show is we have user submitted from the independent artists all around the world, a heap of different types of music, a heap of different tracks, and we play them. We play about a minute of them to give you a taste so that you can then go away and discover new artists and follow the ones that you really dig. So if you want to follow Rude, do check out the description down below. They are one heck of a band and create some great music. So thank you to them for kicking us off here today. And we're going to kick straight on in to our next tune, which I need to find here in my list of tunes. We've got a whole bunch. Now, Dean Thomas is someone who's a recent patron of mine over at patreon.com/PeteJohns. And he says in this one, this song was written in the midst of writer's block while experimenting in Nano Studio 2. The song quickly developed into one of my favorite songs on my album, and I decided to do a music video for it. And we're going to take a look and a listen to it right now. So let's fire this one up. Nope, that's too soon, Pete. Every week it takes me a couple of songs to get back into the groove here to make sure that I get everything happening. But let's turn up the volume and let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is called Release the Bat. Dean Thomas on Your Music Live. Mr. Dean Thomas with Release the Bash. How cool is that? Very, very cool indeed. Nicely done there. Yeah, nice on the drums there. The beat was cool. Yeah, there you go. You got your bat emojis going on there. I really like it. Yeah, there you go. Russ says, Dean directed this video. Absolutely brilliant. It is fantastic work and very well done indeed. Dark and groovy. I agree, dark and groovy and excellent visuals there. Doctor's Orders, hello to you. He's loving it as well, as am I. Yeah, so much good stuff going on here, and we're going to just keep kicking on because we got a lot to get through and not a lot of time to do it here. We'll be here for 2 hours, which sounds like a lot of time until you like try and cram as many songs in and give you an opportunity to listen to some cool independent music. So speaking of independent music, let's jump in and take a listen to this tune. This is from Pally Ray, who says, I'm a self-recording artist engineer, and this song was to start 2020 off by showing my audience a taste of my new vocal range and style. There you go. So why don't we take a listen to this? This is a tune called New Wave, and it's from Pally Ray, and we're going to listen to it live here on Your Music Live.
Bitch, I'm on a new wave. Y'all know some fuck about my face, and it's two-way. I was born a sinner in a race. It's just me when I look in my reflection. All this money in my hand, I stand against. You're doing it the true way, being me, there's nothing you can say. In the moon haze, gravitate, baby, come my way. Leaning down with my hand out, won't learn my lesson. Make my family proud, ain't no fouls and I'm pressing. Already made it this far on my own. My homies all kings, we be talking on throne. Wanna see me ballin', I just said they want some. Red wine on a white dress, baby, you the tightest. Do you still feel righteous? Losing to your vices. Ask what the price is, seen too many crises. Don't bask, I ain't light skin, shady driven ice. I see over all the high seas, right eye no rising. Paving my way in through the tunnel, the torch ignited. Making my way up through the rubble, I am a fighter. Don't ask my devices, beat them up like Tyson. Flashing gas in the nitrous, they can't even bite this. Oh, no way you missed it.
See, I not only just cut off guitar solos, I cut off really cool drops as well in these sort of beats. Very well done. Yeah, very cool indeed. And nice. Yeah, pro stuff, top notch. I agree. Very nicely done there. That was Pally Ray with New Wave. And if you are here again, if it's your first time here, or if you're just checking us out, then yeah, do check the comment that's pinned at the top. That's how you can submit a track. Actually, no, that's not there. It's down in the description. Down in the description is how you can submit a track. And we do have about a 3 to 4 week waiting list at the moment for most of the songs to get on here. So we're playing songs from like the middle of February here, just in case you're sitting back going, "Way, I sent you last week, Pete, and I haven't heard my tune." Yeah, I got about 150 in the backlog, which is other news. We are going to do a mid-month. So in probably, I haven't worked out the days yet, but at some stage very soon, we'll do a mid-month additional bonus stream just so that we can catch up on some of these tunes that we're not able to get to. Speaking of more tunes, we've got a SoundCloud link here. So this artist is called Aginone, says, wrote and created this in my basement. We love basement producers, mixed, mastered, and engineered by myself, which is always a very cool thing. So let's jump over here and take a listen to this one. This is a tune called Rome by Aginone here on Your Music Live.
Yo, 14, you got another one.
I hit on the side of a jet, make it go room, fly off the jet, count up the cash, make it a set, leave some space, make it no bed. You gotta leave me riding alone, sleep in the hollow, send it to Rome, never go back, reach to the dome, have some manners and teach it the stones, whoa, stones, leave the rubble, take the foam, put it right back and make that dough, make that dough. I hit on the side of a jet, make it go room, fly off the jet, count up the cash, make it a set, leave some space, make it no bed. You gotta leave me riding alone, sleep in the hollow, send it to Rome, never go back, reach to the dome, have some manners and teach it the stones, whoa.
There you go, Rome from Aginone here on Your Music Live. I like that. That was very, very cool. I like anything with the that buzzy 808. Really just, it tells you where you're kicking in. It tells you where the start of your song is. Digging it. Very nicely done. Aginone there with Rome. Rome wasn't built in a day. And you know what band wasn't created in a day? Or maybe it was. We'll have to ask the boys. But that is the Indigo Sunsets. Hands up, who digs the Indigo Sunsets? Well, have I got some exciting news? The Indigo Sunsets have a brand new song. And they say... Stu says, hey Pete, our latest single is called Let Me In, produced fully in GB, and the vid was done in LumaFusion, two things that I love, with a load of green sheets. Special thanks to Jade Starr, who mastered the track, and Gary, Bassman Hubs, I just added that in, for putting magic into the drums. They rock, as do the Indigo Sunsets. Hope you like it, mate. Well, I hope that the Your Music Live audience likes it too, because the Indigo Sunsets are one of our favourite bands around here. Everything they produce seems to just be next level, and I've deliberately saved this for right now, and I'm going to play it for you. And this is Let Me In, the official video from the one and only Indigo Sunsets, here on Your Music Live.
Spend my life so hypnotized, staring through my tinted eyes. So tell me which way I should turn. Lessons lost, lessons learned. So give me one more chance to shine, and then I'll be defined. A reckless time to contemplate, but don't give up on time. I'm greater than the crowd. I'm greater than I've ever been. I'm kicking down another door, so come on and let me in. I'm higher than the clouds. I'm higher than I've ever been. I'm kicking down another door, so come on and let me in. Now as I count my days gone by.
Get ready to boo. Get ready to boo me, because I've just turned down the Indigo Sunsets again. Yeah, I know, I'm just that bad. Very, very cool. As always, double denim for the win. Yeah, if anyone can pull off double denim, it's our man Stu Cash. So yes, and I think it did make all of us smile. Yeah, there you go. The boo. Well, that just means you got to go back. See, people think that me turning down the song after 1 minute is bad. It's actually supporting independent artists, because now you got to go to their channel and watch the whole freaking thing. So that's what I'm doing here. You might think that I'm being mean. I'm actually being super supportive, because now everyone here, all 60 of you watching live and however many watch the replay, you got to go check out all these awesome bands and artists and support them and watch the entire video, because it looks pretty cool. I get to watch the rest of it. I get to watch Stu and Andy doing their thing over on the side here. But we do have to move on. But no, thank you. It's always good. And as I think Arnie G said, you're peaking too early. You play at the Indigo Sunsets at the start of the show. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We're going to go hard or go home. Who else we got coming up on the show? We've got a lot of good stuff here, like a heap. Too much for me to talk about here, but we've definitely got a little bit of Doctor's Orders going on much later in the show, so hang around for that. Joe and Barry Glenn. We might actually get Joe and Barry to be our toilet break. I think you folks have earned it. I know you've been doing some releasing and other things today and supporting me over on Patreon, so we might even do that. And we've got a whole bunch more artists to get through, including someone who I've been watching and digging for a while. I actually got a couple of things from Ice Fox this week. I've picked and chosen, because I think everyone loves watching someone on the drums. And if you don't know Ice Fox, it's our friend Gerard Voss, and he's a drummer. And we haven't really got to see him on the actual drums. So I thought I would play this one. This is Cold Quest. It's an original song by Gerard Voss, otherwise known as Ice Fox. Turn this one up. Turn it up to 11 and take a listen. Ice Fox, Cold Quest on Your Music Live. Wow. How cool is that? I love watching someone doing their thing on the drums, and look at that kit. Wow, count them. Look at the cymbals up there. What do you got, like 8 cymbals? That's insane. And I love it. Really cool drum fills in that. Love the little tom fills that you're doing there. The synth sounds, the rest of the song. Obviously, everyone gets a little bit sort of carried away and involved in the drums, but don't forget that there's a bunch of other stuff going on there as well. Really, really cool. Ice Fox, well done, Gerald. You never do disappoint. And that's another one. Another one for the win column. Winning. Well done. Let's move on to our next track, and this is from I Am Olezga. Sure, some synthwave-ish stuff. So I thought while we were continuing writing the synthwave, let's continue. Let's do an ollie. No, wait, that's skateboarding. Let's just continue and play some more synth-tastic sounds. So this is I Am Zakola. I'm going to say it differently every time, and this is a tune called Synth Odyssey on Your Music Live. Well, that was quick. It almost went and played another song of mine. We don't want that. Wow. Short, to the point, just boom, boom, boom. Love it. Very powerful and song of hope for the future. Does sound like that, doesn't it? Yeah, very cool. Loopy, trippy goodness. Goodness me, it's loopy, trippy goodness. All right. Very nicely done indeed. And yeah, I know that effect. Yeah, that sounded like some GarageBand FX going on there. But yeah, that was cool. Berlin in the 90s, says Alex. Alex would know. There you go. And Joe says, yeah, wasn't expecting that. No, exactly. And that's the good thing about this show. You just never know what to expect next, including this tune. So this is from Nikon Dev Gaming, who says, taken a while to using GarageBand in my MacBook Pro. I chose to make this as I desperately needed an ending theme for my YouTube channel. I hope you like it. I hope I do too. No, I like when people share music, so you kind of can't lose. It's kind of win-win here, and especially if you're making music that you like and you're having fun doing it, and then you share it, then that's cool. So let's take a look. This is Nikon Dev Gaming making a theme song for their own gaming channel. That's very cool. I like it. I dig it. Let's jump over and take a listen, shall we? The official theme song of Nikon Dev here on Your Music Live. Yep. I'm in a gaming mood. Absolutely. Cool song. Super catchy. Yeah, time to start gaming. Very chiptune-y, very 80s gaming. You wouldn't be able to then go play some Fortnite or PUBG or whatever the kids are playing these days, but that's the sort of thing you'd then go and play some Mario or some Sonic. But yeah, a little bit of joy in the world is very, very cool. Arcade time. Yep, let's hit the arcade. Nicely done. Digging it. All right, let's move to our next tune. So this one, we've got a bunch of information in here. This is Mats Kedman, and I don't know much more about this. They've given me all the liner notes here, all the instruments and programming, and we've got keyboards, strings, background vocals. So we've got a whole band, a whole arrangement going on here, made in FL Studio. So why don't we jump in and just take a listen to this and see what we got here. This is Mats Kedrum. Is that like a Max Headroom thing? Maybe. Anyway, this one looks kind of cool. Let's jump in and take a look and a listen, shall we? Mats Kedron and Adia, Follow Your Heart here on Your Music Live. Very nice visuals, very nice all round, very nice audio. Love the bass in that one. Yeah, these guys, it's a band, it's a whole bunch of them. Definitely have a future in producing music, and yeah, the visuals that go with that perfectly. The sounds are just blended really nicely. You got the nice beat going on there. You got the great bass. You got that synth sound. You got the repetition, but enough variation to just keep it going. Yeah, very good. Surprise vocals at the end. Were there vocals that I'm probably turning down vocals now? But yes, a clean feet tapping, head bopping, do your thanging beat. Yeah, more please. I know. I turn it down. More please. You know how you get more, Ed? You go down to the description after the show. You go down and you go through and you say, who am I going to go and listen to? And then you go away and pick out the ones that you want to. Alrighty, let's continue on. Let's take a listen to Jim Zito here, aka Jimmy Image. He says, "This is a Troutman lyric put to music early last year around the time I discovered Pete Johns and Create Record Release. Saw Pete's video about ARP effects, so I ran my MIDI arpeggios through the GarageBand ARP effects and got ARPed arpeggios." Okay, that sounds too cool. All right, let's take a listen to this one. Jimmy Image with some arpeggiated arpeggios. That just sounds too cool. So we're going to have to listen to it now. So this is a tune called Payments Due. Jimmy Zito, aka Jimmy Image, here on Your Music Live. Let's take a look and a listen, shall we?
So many lovers, so many rhymes, so many wasted time, so many mornings with no sunshine, so much I've had and left behind, so many liars with sexy lines, so many tanned arms pouring wine, so many horny valentines, too much made said by poison minds. I've got payments to lovers past, they're not the kind that get paid off fast. I make payments to lovers past. I'll be dead before I'm out of debt at last. So many seconds followed by thirds. So many that is wasted on words. So many times that keep burned.
Very cool indeed. Nicely done there, yeah. Nice upbeat. Was it just me, or is that kind of, what was it? The band, I've lost that mental blank. Handle with Care Band. Traveling Wilburys. Do you reckon it has a Wilburys vibe to it? Yeah, I reckon it was cool. Yeah, great song, great lyrics, very well done. Awesome stuff. Love it. Yeah, and as Statistics says, it's interesting to see how other musicians' brains work. You can kind of watch this on two levels, can't you? You can sit back and just let the good times roll and listen to the tunes, or you can sort of start analysing, hey, how did they put that song together? What sort of sounds are they using? How did they create the different visuals that they put in the video? And that can be just as fun, right? I think so anyway. Let's continue on here, shall we? And grab another tune. This one is from Nortosity. Oh, man, I wish I would get better at saying the names. I want someone to be like, this is from Fred Smith. And Fred Smith, some of the names that artists come up with. So let's try it again. Nortosity. Norto60? Naught to 60. Naught to 60. See, when it all runs together like that, my old man brain can't keep up. 0 to 60 is the name of the artist. And look, it's easier here on their YouTube page because they've got the capitalization there. But let's take a listen to this. This is Missing Link, 0 to 60. Let's take a spin and a listen here on Your Music Live.
One day I'll write, chase a real work of art. Before the peachy moments can even start to complain they get me in at star. I'm just a working fix, trying to shirt from the breaks, still working in fact. As my internet lights, I'm contemplating get my old life back into the world of the living. Instead of living my life to these fake news lies. Baby, it's true fires out the window. Which way would the wind blow? When it's just on tear, living without a care is easy. Only have to chase, bitch, these great pains. I love being put into the maze. Everything's all the same. I pun die yawn before a sense of gloom takes over. This is 24/7 Lewis, through the atmosphere. The end of the days are near. Cause they say us there'll be no seeing you laters. We're like the waiters, we're delivering the same shit, making it impossible for future generations.
Missing Link there. Very cool. Yeah, very 90s sort of vibe, little bit sort of the Streets, Mike Skinner kind of vibe there with the vocals. Yeah, just really nice. I need to get my boombox out, said Ed Z. Absolutely. I like this one even though I'm from the wrong generation. Well, that's the thing. I think that you could either say that that's sort of old school 90s stuff, or maybe it's a little bit new school. And yeah, anything with a London accent to in that is really cool. Oh man, I'm so offensive. Welcome, Dean. You did miss your tune. You were number 2 off the rank. So apologies, Dean, that you missed your own song. But that's cool. You can go back and listen to it. Everyone dug it. So I think you'll dig it too. Let's continue on here, shall we? We got plenty more tunes to get through before the day is done. Let's jump down here and play this one, shall we? Boom. We're going to have a couple of slaps tracks. In a row here. So we've got back-to-back slaps. If you don't know about slaps, it is the online music sharing platform from our friends at DistroKid, and it is a very, very cool way to share your music. So think of it like SoundCloud if SoundCloud was still like old school and cool. And sorry, I don't mean to diss SoundCloud. SoundCloud is still very, very cool and does serve a purpose. But the reason I like Slaps is it's more of a music community. It's all about just sharing your music. There's no add-ons, there's no additional features. It's just upload your song, put some album artwork, people listen to it, they give you fire, or they say that they like it, they share it, they save it, and then you can do the same. And it encourages comments by having a system of a comment to track ratio, meaning you can't just be in there sharing all your stuff, you got to be listening to other people's stuff. Like our buddy Kev here, better known as Park UK, who always brings the cool with his tracks. So let's take a listen to this one, Lonely Together, the final song in his lockdown trilogy about fictitious couples living together through lockdown. Let's take a listen to it here on Your Music Live.
High dive, I'm looking for you on some undiscovered shore. Your flame and my desire, know that you're the lucky one. You say I'm kinda pretty, I think you're kinda wonderful. Break the track, what you waiting for? In the light, looking beautiful.
Very cool indeed. There is Park UK. That was very, very cool. Very nicely done. Yeah, we need this happy dance stuff. Let's party, right? Yeah, no, we do run the gamut here. We go from like meaningful and soulful right up to that sort of boppy beats to some more rock and roll to some more rap and hip hop. Like, it doesn't matter. Good music's good music, yeah, especially well-produced music. And I learned stuff from all sorts of different music styles that I can then implement in my music. It don't have to be a one-trick pony. Like, even if you just really, really like punk music, try something different. Like, yeah, expand your horizons. You never know what you're going to come across. Hey, Jimmy Image, we did play your tune earlier. That was very cool. Thank you for being here as well. But yeah, very nice tune there. And there you go. Yes, as Bubba says, if you're having some fun here today, do hit the like button. A bit of thumb love never goes astray. So thank you to Park UK for that tune. You know what we've got to do? We've got to throw a bit of fire their way before I throw the next Slaps track up here. We're going to throw a little bit of fire by clicking the fire. Boom. Yeah, there's going to be this one little wad of fire at the back here. That's my fire. That's what's cool about Slaps. Again, you can save that in so you can have your own playlist of tracks. Very, very cool stuff. Let's jump in to our next track, shall we? It is this one. It is from Jay. So yeah, all right, just settle into your seat. Hold on to, if you've got some handrails, hold on. Turn your volume up to about 12 for this one because you're going to want to hear it loud. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Jay with a brand new tune, a demo of Running From Me. And we're going to listen to it live right here, right now on your Music Live.
Running, still running. You're running from my words tonight. You're running, still running. You're running from the truth tonight.
You're running, still running. You're running from my words tonight. You're running, still running. You're running from the truth tonight. I'm dark inside. Why can't you say? Hate consumes, run away from me. Love is gone. This rose has thorns. The past is dead. I've been reborn.
Difficult just starting over when you decide to leave. When you left me dying inside myself, I gave you the best part of me. It's kinda difficult just starting over. I can't remember me. When you kept me locked inside myself, I lost my personality. But you can't hold me back for long. I am growing strong.
Where's it going to go? Oh, Pete, I know, you could feel the build, couldn't you? You could feel it was building up to whatever that is. But you know what? You need to wait. You need to go and watch it yourself. You need to actually go there. Look, I'm going to throw some fire there. Yeah, very, very cool. As you can see, I'm already following Jay. Really dig all that. I hadn't heard that before. I gathered that it would rock. So that's why I was telling you to turn up the volume. But love the changes in that, right? How cool was that? Talk about keeping you on your feet and on your toes. Jeez, very, very good stuff. Nicely done to Jay there. Hello to Joe. Hope you're doing well over here as well. We may or may not have a little tune from our latest moderator here, Synth Widow, coming up a little bit later. That's called a tease in the business. A tease. And speaking of teasers, yes, as I mentioned before, all of the songs that we play here, go down to the description because you'll be able to find them right down there and check them out. And this entire show and this entire concept is brought to you by our friends at DistroKid. It is without DistroKid, we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on around here. I won't do the joke, but we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on here at Studio Live Today Studios. So we do thank DistroKid. And if you are looking to release your own music, if you're an independent artist, it is, in my opinion, the most affordable way to get your music out there. And in fact, DistroKid have just had a big revamp of all of their features to put them all in some really logical places. So here's the thing, DistroKid have been adding so many new features that they kind of became a huge long list. So I thought today, for our little feature spot here, I would show you the changes here. And yes, it is a bit of an excuse to show off the fact that I've just released a new single. Using DistroKid, of course, teaming up with my wife. It's on called Spy from a Distance, about a bit of a James Bond vibe. What would it be like if there was a James Bond type spy who had to spy in current times? How would that work? So if you want to listen to that, you can head over to petejohns.com to find all the places you can stream it, because I just uploaded it to DistroKid and look at all the places that DistroKid have put it. It's available pretty much everywhere now. I think Spotify is still dragging their toes, but everywhere else it's on Apple Music and iTunes and Amazon and Deezer and all those places. Here's what I wanted to show you though. You'll notice here that we got this little goodies button. And look at this. You've now got 5 separate categories here. There used to be about 20 things that would stream straight down. Now you've got all this stuff here. So you've got your Getting Heard. You can jump over to slaps.com that we saw there. Use things like the playlist spotlight and the wheel of playlists, which are a lot of fun. You can promote yourself using your hyperfollow, creating some mini videos to share on Instagram. You can fine tune your music by adding in your credits and your lyrics and the other things you need. You can promote your music. Protect your music. So you can download copies of your music that way. And you can streaming service things. You can go into your Spotify for Artists account, your Apple Music Artists account. You can do all of the things you want to do there. So it's just made it super, super streamlined. So it's just, again, another reason why DistroKid are cool, because they not only keep adding features, they're actually now coming in and tweaking their user interface to make it easier to use all of those features here on all of your songs. And we do thank DistroKid for supporting the channel and for sponsoring this show. Thank you to DistroKid. If you want to release your music, then check out DistroKid using the link distrokid.com/VIP/Pete Johns. And thank you to the other folks who are supporting us here, all of my patrons over at patreon.com/Pete Johns and the Metalhead Hippie. Rock on, Pete. Keep the hits coming. We'll keep them coming. We'll keep them coming here. And thank you also to Gerard Voss. Says, hope this covers the expenses for a cool little light bulb when in need of a spare. You know what? I was on a show this week and they had like the purple LEDs in the back, and I've been resisting the temptation, but it's like everyone's doing it. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe Gerard, maybe I can go out and buy some purple RGBs and LEDs to make the studio look cooler. So thank you very much to everyone for your support. Let's kick in to some more tunes, shall we? And you know what? I reckon it's Russ time. Any Russ fans? Any fans of Russ's tunes? I think while we've had a little bit of sort of, you know, the synthy stuff going on, we've rocked out for a couple of tracks with Jay and with Park UK. Why don't we go back and find a little more synth in our life and grab this tune from Russ here. So Russ says, hello, Pete, or as I like to say now, hello, Pete. Hope everyone is well at your end of the world. We are, mate. Could you please play my track from the 2 minutes to the picture, as the picture describes the song, while in my other home with my wife in the USA, a place called Wilson on Lake Ontario, gave the illusion of two sunsets across the lake, hence the track being called Twin Sunsets. So we're going to play this one from the 2 minute mark. See, Russ is a pro. He knows that if you want your song played from a certain spot, you got to tell me and we'll do it. So we'll cue it up here. We've got ourselves queued up to the 2 minute mark here, and we are going to give this one a spin. This is Russ 8889 with Twin Sunsets on your Music Live. When life is getting a little much for you, you need to turn on some Russ 8889 and give it a spin here on your Serene Music Live. All right, I'll stop that now. Very cool. Never disappointed when you have a Russ track to play. And Russ produces so much music that he's always got something new on the back burner, the front burner, and all the other burners. So well done. Well done to you, and thank you for sharing your tune here on Your Music Live. Let's go back in time and find some tunes that we've been needing to catch up on. So let's jump into this one. This is from Deadside, and they say, my song is inspired by Tim Burton. There you go. That's got to be cool. He made Edward Scissorhands. He did indeed. He makes dark, sad love stories and makes movies out of them. I feel like my life is just a dark love story, so I came up with Burton's Disease. Here you go. That's sounding very cool, right? Burton's Disease. So Tim Burton inspired music has got to be a good thing, yeah. So let's cue this one up. We've even got some Edward Scissorhands visuals here ready to play. Look at that. So let's take a listen to this one. This is Deadside with Burton's Disease on Your Music Live.
Burn. Yeah. Sucker for a love story. The horror's creeping in the night. Give me more. Hey, got me feeling like I'm born. Drinking for a minute now, hey, and you know that I've been spinning around, counting days, on these shots I'm going up again, staring at the clouds like we, feeling like I'm burning with that motherfucker.
I like it. I like the concept. Yeah, I just really like it. It just does good things. It cuts through. Yeah, the bass drum, the bass and the kick does it very nicely. And I like the visuals. For something, I just get lost in that. Just like it's the same thing over and over again, and I kind of get lost in that. So yeah, very cool, very nicely done. Burton's Disease. It makes me want to go watch Edward Scissorhands and a few Tim Burton tunes now. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands would make a great barber indeed. Whoa, it'd be rough to, imagine trying to put a mask on with the Scissorhands. Like, it'd be very hard to be, anyway. Shut up, Pete. Let's take a listen to another tune. This is an artist called Mickey J. I'm pretty sure we haven't heard from this artist before. And they say, I wrote this in my bed at 2 a.m., putting down my experiences in love and how anyone should feel when being in love. I hope this gets the attention it needs because I'm an independent artist from a small country, Singapore. Shout out to my Singaporean friends. Cheers to DistroKid for making it possible. There you go. So Mickey J distributing their music using the wonderful DistroKid. Let's take a listen to it, shall we? This is called The One You Want from Mickey J here on Your Music Live.
If you're feeling what I'm feeling, then it's something special. I've been trying to reach your mind, but I can't sleep at all. I've been thinking about your body. Drop it down low, like you're naughty. Wanna be the one you want, the only one you want. Anything you want, we can do it. I see your body language like I'm fluid. You wanna trip it up on me. Close your eyes, baby, listen to the music. Fall again for another, cause I got you in no other. You know that I'm all about me. At the end of the day, you're the one that I see, yeah. We just need a little patience. Vibe with me with emotions. When I get you right here, we can move it slowly. That's what I need from you, baby. Let me know if you feel me, cause if you do, then I'ma need to get you. That's what I need from you, baby. Let me know if you feel me. 'Cause if you do, then maybe you should know.
Mickey J. Very cool indeed. Very nicely done there. The one you want, out of Singapore. Very cool. Very nicely done. I agree. Some sweet vibes, some relaxing vibes there. Doing your thing. Thank you for sharing, and definitely please come back and share again very soon, because that's some talent there. That's some cool vocals, nicely produced track. Yeah, as Tom says, really nice production. Yeah, the hats on that one, wasn't it? Yeah, thanks for mentioning that, because that had some really nice hats in there to go along with the nice bass, and of course the very cool vocals over the top there. Like, lovely contrast there with the nice treble in the top end of the vocals and the nice bass, balancing out your mix. Oh no, I was about to play a song called Glitches by Roaring Leo, and it says video unavailable. So I guess I should probably have expected that if the song was called Glitching and it says about our world is glitching, and we just got a glitch because it wouldn't play. So Roaring Leo, if you're watching, please resubmit your track and we will get it on a future show, because I've obviously taken a listen. I do vet most of the songs here just to make sure that it's all going to be cool, and that there's no violence or excessive profanity, because we like to keep things maybe not PG-13 but sort of MA-15 around here most of the time. So let's jump over here. I'm going to use songwhip.com, because I've got a Spotify link here from someone, and when I get a Spotify link, I'm not a Spotify user, so I have to jump in here, and I'm going to go over to YouTube instead. So this is an artist called Unico Ijo, and it's a song called Hey You. We're going to go over to YouTube and check this one out, just so that I can play it here. There you go. Unico Ijo and Hey You. And let's take a listen to it right here, right now, live on Your Music Live. Unico Ijo with Hey You. Yeah, my kind of vibes too. And that one said, I just want the vibe of this song and record in my room. So there you go. Yeah, definitely the chill vibe, the indie vibe, the road trip, summer, what is it? Summer country lovin' tune, driving tune. Not summer lovin' tune, that's a different thing. But yeah, very nice, relaxing, very nice tune. Thank you for sharing it. We've got some new artists popping out here today, don't we? We got some of the usual suspects doing their thing, but yeah, we've got some different stuff going on here, which I always love. We love some variety around here for sure. Maybe this is the song that was the other song. It says, ARF, our world is a glitch, and based on what's happening in our world now, this band started in a minor state and turned out to be a disaster. Recorded 100% using iPhone in GarageBand apps and still learning properly use the apps for future recordings. Cool. So we've got a GarageBand iPhone tune here. This might be our friend with the glitching from before. This is Yang Arif, our world is a glitch. And it makes me think of the Matrix when I think of the world being a glitch. Let's jump over and take a listen to it now, right here, right now, live on Your Music Live. Very nicely done. Wow. That was cool. Yeah. I like it a lot too. Digging the vibe of that one. Just, yeah, the visuals there going along with the song. The chord progression in there, just the beats and the feels and the vibe, just it hits you right there in the feels, doesn't it? Absolutely. All right, I reckon we got a couple more tunes in here before we do our toilet break. We are going to be right on the 2 hour mark this time around because I got a lot to do, and I did a big Ask Me Anything show yesterday. Got another big couple of shows tomorrow, so we'll be right on the 2 hour mark here. Won't keep you late. The teacher won't keep you in today, which means we got to keep moving on and play some more tunes. Now, someone who's been sharing a lot of tunes lately and is kind of famous now for his special YML mixes of different songs. He's been doing special 2-minute mixes to get more of his song played, which is pretty smart. And that is, of course, Kronk Song, our buddy Mark Kronk Song. And we're going to listen to another Kronk Song tune here right now. What does Mark say? I woke up at 4 a.m. and heard the birds making a racket outside, so shoved my iPad out the window to record them, and the rest is history. Feeling inspired, I went back to bed to write this piece of music about waking up to the dawn chorus and very slowly starting the day. See, we should have opened with this one because I start the show at 6:30 a.m. Thanks, birds. A great choir you make. And this is from Mark. Let's take a listen. I'm intrigued. Are you intrigued? This is Up at Dawn, Kronk Song, here on Your Music Live. Indeed. Yeah, I like it. Could almost be a documentary. Absolutely. Yeah, very, very much a documentary kind of. Yeah, you can imagine David Attenborough going, the Mediterranean Squirrel Bird. No, see, I can't ad lib. I can't do that sort of stuff because I can't do an Attenborough impression, and I definitely can't ad lib on the fly, as you can probably tell by my words that I'm saying. Let's move on. But thank you. Mark, you create so many different styles and different feels of things that, I love it. I love I love the serendipity of waking up going, birds, record those suckers, make a track. Gold. Well done. Yes, the Squirrel Bird. Look it up. It's not a thing. Give it up, Pete. Yes, please, give it up. Put us out of our misery. You know what? I did see that Autism Rocks has to go because they're going go-karting, which is cool. Used to love me some go-karting back in the day. But we're going to play their tune anyway. So hopefully, maybe you can just catch it on the way out before we hit the toilet break here. So I'm going to play the tune. So Micah and Danny. Danny says Micah does metal. Cover of Ladies and Gentlemen. Long distance collaboration with Nikki Tedesco from California on bass and Hetriano from Canada on lead guitar. Micah's first metal cover. We normally do pop, punk, and 70s style rock, but Micah has been into Metallica and some harder music lately. There you go. So Danny is influencing Micah to get into some metal. So why don't we take a listen to this? This is the Positive Autism Rocks with the Ladies and Gentlemen here on Your Music Live.
Hi, Micah. What's up? Hold on. Okay, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, would you bring your attention to me? For a feast for your eyes to see. An explosion, a catastrophe, like nothing you've ever seen before. Watch closely as I open the door. Your jaws will be on the floor. After this, you are begging for more. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want it? Do you need it? Let me hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want it? Do you need it? Let me hear it. Ladies and gentlemen.
And that's all you get to hear. You know why? Because you got to go over to the Positive Autism and check out everything they got going on there. I say this every time I play them, but the sort of music, and look, I'm not a metal guy, so the sort of music that Micah and Danny usually cover is the sort of stuff that I'm into, things like the Presidents of the United States and Weezer and Foo Fighters and the like. But that was cool. And I love the collaborations that you guys have been doing lately. So bloody marvellous, as we say here in Australia. Bloody marvellous. Thank you for sharing, and happy go-karting. That sounds like a blast. I used to love me some go-kart. I was terrible at it because I was a heavy set kind of child. So my friends would just go vroom, like flying around the go-kart track, and I'd just be like, I think I got the done, guys. They're like, no, Pete. Alrighty, let's crack in. I'm going to play this one first because our man Dan Ekberg, who's been a supporter of the channel, has been He shared his song Peeper Pop a couple of weeks ago, and it's a very short little tune. So we're going to play a little bit of this, and then we're going to back it in to Joe and Barry Glenn, who are going to have the honours of our toilet break here today. And I wanted to play this because Dan did a cool little anime video for his Peeper Pop, and I think it works so well. If you've used GarageBand, you know the Peeper. Dan made a whole song around the Peeper, and he's now made a video around the song. So we will jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Peeper Pop by Dan Ekberg on Your Music Live. The Peeper and the Erhu together at last. Exactly. Yeah, love it. Love a bit of Peeper and Erhu action going on there. I've mentioned it a few times to some folks, but there's a guy here in Adelaide in Rundle Mall who plays an Erhu. And I always wanted to go up to him and say, did you know that you can play your instrument on an iPhone as well? And I'm like, yeah, no, that would be quite offensive because I'd be like, hey, look, I can be like you. And like, no, but I'd have so much respect because it's so cool. The Erhu, it's like a 2-string vertical violin cello looking thing. Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, very cool video. Very nicely done there from Dan. And thank you for sharing. Alrighty, we are going to jump in. And now, if you don't know the history of the toilet break, this used to be on an Australian late night show that went for 2 hours, and right in the middle they would play a song. Now they used to play songs that were a little bit dodgy that you'd have a bit of a laugh at, so you could go away to the toilet while they were playing. I don't think that's the case here. This is for me to go and have a quick comfort stop because I've heard this tune before, but you should stay glued to your screens, or take your phone if you need to go to the loo. Take your phone to the I didn't say that. No, don't have electronics in the toilet. Not a good look. But let's jump in. So Joe and Barry say wrote this a while back, but now with the technology of GB, i.e. adding harmony on the recorder and the vocal plus mandolin, whole new experience. Rusty Gate is a cockle warmer about coming home. I'm gonna feel warm in the cockles after this one. I can just tell. So let's give this one a spin. This is the Rusty Gates. Joe and Barry Glenn, brand new music here on Your Music Live.
A rusty gate, a flagstone path leads me to your door. I turn the key, I step inside, homesick once more. Velvet cushions, comfort giving, cats sleeping black and white. In the sunlight, warm and living, outside cold dead of night. And the wind howls, the candles flicker, mirror reflects the fire glow. Oaken table, chairs of wicker, warmth of body and a toe. Check to see it's our time now. Too early light, a glass of wine, some Debussy. Oh, we'll sleep content in our beds tonight. And the wind howls, the candles flicker, the mirror reflects the fire glow. Oaken table, chairs a wicker, warmth of body.
There you go. The one and only Joe and Barry Glenn get the honour of being our toilet break this week. Thank you. And yes, it is genuinely an honour, and hopefully, especially when you get a cockle warmer like that one. Yeah, very nicely done from Joe and Barry there. I just got to type it in here because I realised I didn't put it in there. And that was the Rusty Gate. Was it Rusty? No, Rusty Nail. There was no Rusty Cage. I'm like, I saw the name of the song come through, and I'm like, Rusty. Is that Rusty? Is that a Soundgarden song? And I'm like, Joe and Barry covering Soundgarden. You know what? I'm going to throw down the gauntlet. Joe and Barry, can you do a cover of Soundgarden's song called Rusty Cage? Hands up, who wants to say? So let us know in the chat here. Say Joe and Barry Soundgarden Rusty Cage. Joe and Barry cover Soundgarden. How cool would that be? Who would be down for that? I just think on the mandolin and the guitar, and you could use such a cool arrangement of that. There you go. That was Rusty Gate. All right, let's continue on here because we got a whole bunch more music to get to. I did tease it before. We got Doctor's Orders. We actually got something from our friend Joe, the Synth Widow, the better half of the sound test room. We'll be playing that tune very soon as well, and a whole lot more. But let's jump in with this song, which is a song about getting rid of a person, even though it's hard, written by me and my friend Tessa. So this is Belman Malkik. And we're going to open this one. We're going to bring it on across and paste it in the old... Oh, we've got a Spotify link. You know what we do when we get a Spotify link? We go to songwhip.com. Shout out to my buddy Wilson Page, who runs songwhip.com. Very cool service. Just paste in any link and look what it does. It creates you your own little page here where you can share it. And regardless of what platform people are using, they can listen to your tune. So let's take a listen to this one. This is Bellman with Fatal Love. We'll jump over to the YouTube video of it, and we'll take a listen to it right here, right now on Your Music Live. Very cool. Belmin and Tessa Blasco with Fatal Love. Smooth and groovy. Tasty as all get out. And baby making music. Yeah, really nicely mixed too. Yeah, exactly. Lots of nice low end in there without it being super overpowering, right? And the two vocals work beautifully together. Hopefully you two are working on more music together because that was awesome. That was really well done. So thank you very much for sharing. Let's grab this next tune. This is from Sheldon. Maybe not Cooper. Says, I added some drum loops from Block's Wave and mixed and recorded the track in Pro Tools. Cool. Let's take a listen. We don't get many Pro Tools users around here. Mostly folks on GarageBand and Logic and a little bit of Cubase and some FL Studio. But yeah, here you go. This is a tune, Big Bands, and it is called Hypnotic Advice. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Very cool. Yeah, nice beat, nice riff, nice tone. Everyone digging that one. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Yes, Dan, that's what it was. Hot-blooded, check it and see. I got a fever of 36. Doesn't work in Celsius, does it? I think you have to use Fahrenheit. All right, let's... My jokes are just failing today. Failing through the floor. Not that they ever do much else, but no, hey, I'm having fun. You having fun? If you're having fun, hit the little thumb icon or that icon if you're not having fun. But as we often say, if you're not having fun, do something else. I don't really understand people that spend a lot of time watching videos so that they can say how much they disliked them. I'm like, at what point didn't you think that you should probably spend your time doing something that you do like? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the problem. Let's listen to a tune from Claret Lake. We have heard from Claret Lake before, and this, they say, another song written by my brother Andy. When I recorded this, I was looking to do something slightly edgy, but ended up making a pop song. Don't you hate it when that happens? It's a love song about appreciating colour in beauty, or maybe beauty in colour. Fun fact, when doing the slide guitar solo, which I totally understand can't be played, see, people know, I couldn't find a slide or bottleneck, so I ended up using the handle of a cake slice. The handle of a cake slice. What is a cake slice handle? Interesting. Yeah, so this is our friend Cy, Claret Lake, and we're going to play this one. This is Colours of Love on Your Music Live.
Skies, a church's stained glass windows, your kaleidoscopic eyes. Flames of carmine fire burn magenta in eclipse. The finest cashmere saffron, your sweet vermilion lips. Colors, tints, and pigments, reflections, shades, and hues.
kind of want to keep listening to hear the solo. But again, you're going to have to just go and check it out. Yeah, how cool. Indie treat, I agree. Old school neo wave. Stu Cash is digging it. Mary Sarah, hello to you. If I haven't said g'day, is digging it. Emobot 9000. Yeah, relaxing with a good breeze. Exactly right. Very, very happy vibe. Very good stuff. But yeah, nice. I like it a lot. Well done, Claret Lake. There you go. And again, another good named artist, because I can remember that. And when I see it, the thing is, I get about 70 emails a week. That's why we're so behind, because I play about 50 songs and I get about 70 a week. So we're just slowly getting further behind. But when I see a name pop up, I'm like, oh, Claret Lake, I know them. Just like this next artist, which is Emobot 9000. Who doesn't love Emobot 9000? Because it's a cool name and it's got an emoji to go with it. So you know what to do. Throw the emojis, because I hate to say it, but we got no QB this week. I know. We're penguinless. So hopefully we get some penguin back for next week. But we're going to have the next, well, no, not the next bit, the equal best thing, which is an Emobot. And we did say last time around that Emobot 9000 and QB the Penguin, two of our regulars with very cool emojis and avatars, should definitely team up. Who's down for some QB and Penguin love? Penguin love. All right, let's check in with Emobot 9000 with a tune. Now, what do you say here? The final track off my EP titled EB9K, and it seems to be Emotive Robot version 9000 featuring Anaklum. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to hit play. Let's do this thing. Emobot 9000 on your Music Live. I turned down the Emobot. See, the problem here is I've never seen an emo actually smiling before. So, because the world's so harsh, man, that a smile's probably the only thing the only criticism I have. He's looking too happy for an Emobot. Love it. Love the visuals. Love the tune. Love everything about that one. Emobot 9000. Check out the whole EP, EB9K, available where all good music is streamed and purchased. And yeah, support the cool artists that support us here on Your Music Live, such as our friend Bogart, who says, been working on a new song with someone in the CRR group. That's an homage to that person. I am offering up this first song I ever did in GarageBand, done on an iPhone 9, 8 maybe, in a drawer somewhere. Got to get back home. It's all GB loops with me singing into the built-in mic. There you go. For some reason, I chose the megaphone. Go figure. I hear you. That is, I've used that before. That megaphone effect is too tempting to not try out sometimes. So let's jump in. This is, of course, our friend Danny M. Martin, better known as Bogart, one of my wonderful patrons too, over at patreon.com/PeteJohns, and says everybody wants to get home. Some days it's just hard. So gotta get home. Bogart on Your Music Live. Little lead-in, just for anticipation. Good job my chair doesn't squeak. Isn't that right, Stu? And I did have the mic open on that one too. So if it was squeaking, you'd be hearing it. Luckily, we were drowned out with the awesome. Doctor's Order said this covers the world, most of the world sound. Amazing. Yeah, very well done. Very good stuff. That was indeed sick. And like that was all the best ones, right? All the best tunes from all the GarageBand sounds that I love. And you found them all. You found a way to make them all work really well together. So congratulations on that one. What a cool tune. And hello, Sai. Yes, Vigo. Thank you for sharing your tune. That was very cool as well. Lots of folks really dug that one. We got so many good songs here. Again, every week I should stop being so surprised because every week I'm just like, oh, this week we got a bunch of good songs. Like every week we got a bunch of good songs. Like this one from Michael, aka, you know the name, Zealand Band. And Michael is a bit of a prolific songwriter and producer as well. And he's written a tune this week called Judy's. And it's a Judy 'S, a tune written for my wife. We've been happily married for 40 years. That deserves a round of applause. Can we get some applause in the house, please, for Michael and Judy? 40 years. Like, people get less time than that for Murdy. Oh, see, I ruined it. Well done, folks. Congratulations on that. 40 years. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Judy's from Michael, aka Zealand Band, here on Your Music Live. Very cool, very nice, very soothing. Yes, sounds so chilling. I'm sure your wife will love this. I'm sure she will too. Beautiful, sweet drums. Yeah, the drums. I was just digging those drums. They were kicking in there beautifully, weren't they? Very, very nicely done. Smooth as fairy floss, as Russ says. Absolutely agree with that. Smooth as fairy floss. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you everybody for being here. We got something a little bit special coming up right here now, and it's good timing because I did notice that the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Doug Woods from the Sound Test Room is here as his the better half of the Sound Test Room, and I say that with love, and that is Joe Woods. And we got a tune here that was put together by Joe Woods. It is called Indecisive Decisions. Let me just make sure we got it queued up here. There we go. And I do have it on good authority that I'm allowed to play this, Joe. So, Joe, I've been asking her to submit a tune, and she's like, yep, I'll get to it. And I get nothing. I get crickets. So Jade Starr has stepped up and has sent me the tune. And it's publicly available here on Bandcamp, so I'm sure it will be okay to play. And you want to check this one out because Doug and Joe are both amazing musicians. And more than that, they're wonderful people. So we want to take a listen to this tune and do support Doug and Joe and the Sound Test Room. And we're going to pause that one because we're still playing Michael's tune in the background. How about we pause that one? As cool as that was, Michael, I forgot to pause you. Let's turn up the volume here and let's take a listen to this one. This is Breathless by the Sound Test Room from Indecisive Decisions by Joe Woods. That was a lot of stuff. Let's give it a spin. Want to hear the rest? Of course you do. But you know my modus operandi. I'm not going to let you hear the whole thing because that would be spoiling it. You need to go to the link in the description after the show and check out not only that track, but the whole album. It is very cool. You can listen to it there live for free. You can buy the track. You can buy the whole gosh darn album. And I do recommend that you check it on out because, yeah, very, very cool stuff. Head a bopping, kicking along. Absolutely. Loving life. So well done. Let's not let that be the last thing that we hear from Doug and Joe on this show, shall we, guys? Pull your finger out and make sure you send me more tracks so we can play some more of your epic tunes in the future. But thank you for making your debut here today, or thank you to Jade Starr for giving you for forcing you to. You didn't end up with any choice in the end. You are being played. Speaking of being played, we better move on to our next tune. Why don't we? Where was I? I've lost where I was at. Here we go. Now, Bear, I've seen you around here, and I've got a couple from you, so I'm gonna choose at random because I'm not sure which one you want me to play with. So I'm just gonna choose one and give it a spin. So what you say about this one is the following. I have to stop SoundCloud before it starts doing it. It says this song is about how sometimes we see things that aren't real. I always really liked punk and alternative rock. This is my first attempt to write and record something like this. Sorry, no vocals yet. That's cool. We're going to give it a spin, and maybe you'll get some folks who'll jump in and give you some ideas about some vocals, or maybe someone wants to guest vocal on it. That's the sort of thing that happens around here. You saw it before. There's people working in the Create, Record, Release group over on Facebook and collaborating in the community. It's always cool. Anyway, let's have a listen to this one. This is Tremor Bear, an illusion, an alt rock track here from our friend Bear here on Your Music Live. How cool is that? In that I've got a melody in my head for the chorus. Like you can hear the vocal. I don't know if anyone else can hear the vocals in your head, but yeah, it's just so cool. Like building in here. Da 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 da. It's just an illusion. What do you reckon? Da 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 da. It's just an illusion. There you go. Sorry to interrupt your song, but oh man, I can hear it. I can hear it. That's got the just dripping with potential. Very cool indeed. So there you go. Write it down. Hey, you know what? I don't collaborate with people or have much time to do things, but that is a cool tune. I'm gonna commit to it right here and right now. As a man with very little time, that tune was so cool, and I've got words going around in my head and melodies, and I'll be able to come back to this part of the show to watch it. If you want me to record vocals on that track, I will do it. There you go. See, sometimes sometimes the serendipity of just sharing something that just strikes a note is where it's at. Yeah, again, no obligation. Totally don't have to, but yeah, if you want that to happen, send me an email, pete@studiolivetoday.com. Because yeah, as Bubba says, when a tune just grabs you, it's something about it, and that's definitely something about that song. Anyway, we're going to move on here, but thank you. See, sometimes you just share something, you're like, wow, awesome. Alrighty, let's jump to our next tune, which is from Mars Capone, which is the, I keep forgetting, is the new alter ego of our man Greg Hernandez. So he reminded me of this last week because I keep forgetting. And we got a new track here from Mars Capone. It says, a thought and rhythm experiment gone awry, mixed in AUM featuring Gauss, Eventide, Crystals, AR909 drum machine from Audio Kit, and touched up in GarageBand. Wow, that's some production there, right there. Absolutely. So let's come in and take a listen to this one. This is Dog Flip. Okay, don't go flipping any dogs or flipping the bird at any dogs. Mars Capone with Dog Flip. Let's take a listen here on Your Music Live. Wow. I think Dog Flip sums it up well. Whew, yeah, hitting my brain in a good way. I know it's one of those tunes, like when you listen to Tool and you can't quite figure out the time signature or the beat or where it's actually there. But yeah, it's just like wow, all over the place, and then the funky horns hit you, and yeah, it's just different. It's different in a good way. Gerard says his dog flipped. Yeah, my dog's too old to flip these days. But Mars Capone, our man Greg Hernandez, doing his thing here on Your Music Live once again. So thank you very much for sharing that one. All right, we've got something special coming up here now. It's about to play me. No, don't play me. We got something special because this is a tune that I've had the pleasure of getting to hear and getting to know over the last couple of weeks. It's by our man Ed Z. Shout out to Ed Z, Ed Zielinski. And Ed says, this is a track I've been wanting to release for a while. With a little help from my talented friends in the community, it's now ready to go. It has a 70s soft rock feel with a bit of soul thrown in. Oh yeah. So here's what you got to do. You got to turn the lights down low. You got to turn up the volume. You got to grab the hand of someone you love or yourself. That's fine. Yes, Pete just told you to grab yourself. And get ready for some smooth stylings of the one and only Ed Z with a tune called Without You. And we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live.
Will you ever know? Will you ever see? I'll never be the same. You shared your life with me. You are the one. Walked into my life, touched a part of me no one else could see. You are the one. Lighted the flame, turned my world around. Nothing was the same. You are one I believe, and everything seemed wrong. You made it all right again now, baby. You are the son's favorite child, the apple of his eye, when you flash that great big smile. You are everything everything I could ever need, babe. Everything you do and say. You just take my breath away. Now that you're gone, everything is great. Hope you found the love.
Very cool. And you know why we have to turn it down? Many, many reasons, but mostly so you can jump on down to the description, because that is one you're going to want to give a few spins. I've already listened to it probably 6 or 7 times already, and it's very, very cool. And yeah, I was privileged enough that Ed sent it to me. Ed is one of my wonderful patrons over at patreon.com/PeteJohns. And one of the perks you get of being a patron is you get a little bit more direct access to me. And Ed sent me an email and said, Pete, can you have a listen to this? It's just not quite gelling. I gave him a few tips. He then gave it to Jade Starr, who did the mastering on that track. So yeah, that's the thing. If you're stuck with something, reach out, ask people, seek help, seek collaboration, because alone we sometimes can't quite see what a song needs or hear what it needs. When you reach out to other people, you get that. So there you go. Thank you very much. Auntie G's getting all lovey-dovey. I know. Everyone's going to leave the chat. Like the number of people here live is just going to drop to like 3, because everyone's like going to go and find that special someone and say hey. Oh dear, getting a bit weird here today. Abanob, I've seen you here, and you've said, it's symphony metal. I made this music using GarageBand on MacBook Air and Zoom G1 guitar effects. I made it because I feel there is always a fight between hell and heaven angels and evils in each group playing instruments to call my soul to go join their group as symphonic instruments, and devils as metal instruments such as distortion. There you go. So it's the big fight between the symphonic and the metal. And we're going to take a listen to this. I haven't heard this one yet, to be honest. I do trust our friend Ab and Bob, so I haven't even given it a spin. I'm just gonna play it here, right now, and we'll all learn together about this one. So let's take a listen. It's called Journey to the Unknown. We're going to spin it live on Your Music Live. Just as it builds, we turn it down. I know, but you know what? That just means, you know what I'm going to say here. You have to go down into the description and check it out. and go ahead and do that. We've got about 4 or 5 more songs to go here. Now, a shout out here, my buddy Thomas Christ, you've got a new song that you sent me. I just wanted to double, triple check that you wanted that one spun here on YML today. Because, yes, we will give it a spin. Otherwise, I can hold it over and maybe we can open up next week with it. So as a patron and as a moderator of this channel, you get to have the choice here, Tom. So let me know. Do we spin it? I'll spin it in the next 4, or do we open up? Do we start the show? Do we give people the tease that it's going to open next time around? So let me know. Just let me know. Play it today or open next week. Your choice. And while you decide, we're going to grab some Happy Ron, because yes, it wouldn't be a week here in Your Music Live without a little bit of Happy Ron. Happy Ron's always producing, always creating, always sharing, and always bringing some up vibes stuff to Your Music Live and to his own channel over there. And I am vamping and filling because I can't find the link now. I had it right here and now I can't find it. So just hold the line for a moment while I find this Happy Ron link. It cannot be far away. It was here a second ago, and I definitely haven't deleted it. There it is. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Happy Ron. We're going to play this tune. Now, Ron says about this one, I used to think my girlfriend was messed up till I realized my thinking was what was messed up. So this is the tune, a little happy tune called A Little Messed Up, from our man Happy Ron. And let's listen to it live here on Your Music Live.
I don't know why you squeeze the toothpaste crazy ways and tell me how to drive. Leaving empty glasses sitting around for days, and all I can do is sigh. Beginning to think you're a little messed up, and that's not how it should be. Beginning to think I've kinda screwed up, and you're not the one for me. But when you come to me with love I can't deny, flashing those bedroom eyes, I shouldn't be surprised that I still want to be your guy. Yeah! Beginning to think I'm a little messed up, forever wanting to leave. Beginning to think I'm kinda screwed up, and why would you be with me? But when you come to me with words that hypnotize, the world feels electrified. So I should...
Oh no, I did it again. I turned it down. Now that is one that you do have to go back and listen to the whole thing, because it's a story, right? You got to hear the end of the story. You got to go back and find out what happens. Yeah, how fun is that? Happy Ron time is one of my favorite times of the week. And he keeps bringing it week after week. Ron brings something new and something cool. And if that's not a knee slapping, clapping good time, I don't know what is. So, yeah, you'll just have to hold the phone on that one, Mavis, and come back next week. All right, I've got the all clear. I've got the all clear from Mr. Thomas Christ that we're going to give his tune a spin right here, right now. Arnie G, I was thinking of you. I'm listening to that going, Arnie G's going to be digging this in a big, bad way. He's digging that country vibe, no doubt. Rightio. Let's do this because, yeah, we got a little Thomas Christ video action going on for you here. Now, this is a tune that I heard Thomas play on his live show recently. And Tom, let the folks know in the chat when your live show is this week, because I think you're doing it at a different time. Maybe tomorrow you're doing the live show. Let us know anyway and make sure folks get over there, because it's a great time. And Thomas is putting on a good show, getting lots more folks over there to check out his live shows each week. So do go and do yourself a favor, as our man Molly Meldrum would say, and check it on out. Let's hit play on this one. This is a tune called Fail Harder from the one, the only Thomas Christ, live here on Your Music Live. Great song, great message, cool visuals. Got it all going on right there. Yeah, fail harder. If you're going to fail, fail harder. Yeah, went a little bit metal this time. No fooling, Sherlock. Very well done. And once again, you do have to go check that out. Make sure you're following Thomas Christ, checking out his live streams and listening to his tunes because, yeah, there you go. Joe's got the flames ready. Absolutely. Always rocking and always interesting in your face. And I agree, Alex. It's probably one of the best tunes that Tom has done. And that's saying something because Tom creates some amazing tunes. And that one is absolutely no exception. And it's probably my favorite that he's produced so far. And that's saying something because I love Mask and I love Virus Infect. I love a lot of the stuff he did on his last album. But this next album sounds like being an even next level, if it's even possible to go next level. All right, we got time for 3 more tracks. This is our third to last track, and then we got 2 more, and we are finishing, of course, with Doctor's Orders. And you know you want to hear the Doctor's Orders tune. So let's jump in and grab this tune because this is another fan favorite here on Your Music Live. It's our man Alex Bacchus, and Alex is Bacchus with another track. It says, Dear Pete and the YML community, it seems that humankind partied hard and Mother Earth is currently providing for the after hours of this enormous party. My new tune is an after hours track. I hope you can give it a spin. All the best from Alex. You know we're going to give it a spin, and we're going to give it a spin right now. Let's hit the button and take a listen to Alex Bacchus, Into Your Path on Your Music Live.
Excuse me, did I walk into your path? Did I stop your heart from beating? Take away your breath. Excuse me, did I walk into your path? Did I stop your heart from beating? Take away your breath. Excuse me, did I walk into your path? Did I stop your heart from beating? Take away your breath. Excuse me, did I walk into your path? Did I stop your heart from beating? Take away your breath.
Very cool. Alex Bacchus never disappoints with a tune, and that one is no exception. Very, very cool indeed. Yes, coming up in 5 minutes, you can head on over to Jade Star and her How To app on iOS show. We got 2 more tracks to go, and then you can jump on over and check out Jade, who will be doing her last live show before taking a little holiday break. But don't worry, if you're a Jade Star fan, she's pre-recorded a bunch of shows, so you will not be missing a beat. You'll just get to chat and heckle Jade in the chat instead of watching her live, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Check those out. Before we finish off with our Doctor's Orders tune, let's jump over to our man Orchestra Eclipse, who says, Hi Pete and the YML family, I did an orchestral take on Wake Me Up by Avicii using a variety of GarageBand instrument. Please play as close to 150 as you can. Is that from 150 or to 150? I'm going to assume that I have to go to 150 and start it from here. We're just going to go with that. And we'll give this one a spin here now on Your Music Live. sorry, you wanted to play from zero, that's okay. People can go and play it themselves from zero because, yeah, do go over to Orchestra Eclipse and check out all the stuff going on over there. Some very cool orchestral covers of a range of different things, movie themes and more popular music and all the rest. Have a quick drink because we need some hydration to do this, to play this final track. And it is, as promised, it is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Doctor's Orders, or you know what you have to do, of course. You have to go Doctor's Orders. So we've got a very special event here. Doctor's Orders says, song and video for consideration of YML, written about anger and the management of it. I wrote this song in 2019 on my Korg Triton keyboard, brought it all together in GarageBand on my iPad. Big thanks to, I missed it. Big thanks to you, Jade, and the rest of the gang for the help, support, and encouragement you give me in making music. You are awesome. Well, no, you are awesome, Doctor's Orders, and it's always a treat when we get a Doctor's Orders track. And I said, Doctor, we've got to close with this song because it's cool. It's got a cool video. It's a really cool song, and I think you're going to dig it. So thanks for being here, everyone. Doctor's Orders in the house to bring it on home here on Your Music Live. Let's do it. Punch the machine.
Punch the machine, get a one-way ticket, destination, somewhere you won't be forgiven. Look after your friends and family with all your energy. Roll up your sleeves, dispatch the enemy. Life-changing situation, like a form of alchemy. Raise your sights, dispatch the enemy. Punch the machine, get a one-way ticket. Destination, a place called oblivion. Look after your friends and family with all your energy. Roll up your sleeves, dispatch the enemy. Life-changing situation, like a form of alchemy. Raise your sights, dispatch the enemy.
There you go. The one and only Doctor's Orders with Punch the Machine here on Your Music Live to finish us off for another week. So thank you all for being here. We couldn't do this show without you, with all the great music that you contribute to the show, without everyone here live and watching on the replay. Don't worry, we love you just as much. Thank you to all those who've provided super chats, who've been here encouraging others here in the chat as well. Don't forget, this is all made possible by our friends at DistroKid. So do head on over to distrokid.com/VIP/Pete Johns if you want to support DistroKid and support this channel. That will save you 7% off your first year with DistroKid if you are a new user. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for everyone for your time and your energy and your efforts. If you did have some fun here, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do that. Apologies to all those folks who've submitted tracks that we haven't got to. We will be having a mid-month catch-up show very soon, so keep your eye out for that one. And tomorrow, home studio Q&A, the happy hour. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on right here on the channel. So thanks everyone for being here, and we'll see you next time. Remember, be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. Keep creating. And jump over to Jade Star right now. She's there waiting for you. See you, folks. Bye.
Enemy.